What me and Andrew preach is a message of masculine excellence. And when you are an excellent man, when you are strong, smart, sharp, all of the things that we tell young men to be, disciplined, then you can find a wife and a woman and a life and a dynamic, 4 wives if you like, and live exactly how you want.
Oh, sure.
I don't tell, yeah, and you can have a wife who's more successful than you. You can date a judge or a lawyer or a doctor.
You do both basically believe women should stay at home and not go to work.
No, I believe that I want my woman at home with my family, and that's the way I wish to live.
However, that's also what you preach. That's also what you preach in your university, right? I mean, you think
I don't preach anything inside of any university.
Right. Well, okay.
No, the university. Sorry, if you're talking about the real world, the online educational platform, which has been attacked and slandered more than me. Keep in mind, I don't own it. It's been slandered and attacked and said that it teaches people how to abuse women. What kind of app would teach people how to abuse women? It's insane. It teaches web design, e-commerce, copywriting, cryptocurrency trading, basic methods of wealth creation, and that's it. It actually has nothing to do with teaching anyone anything about women, to the point that women are members. Loads of members.
What about the war room?
Well, the war room doesn't have female members, no. I can explain why that is if you care, but I don't think it's that interesting of a reason. Well, I would say that I don't have, or my brother, or any of the men in the war room don't have any business telling women how to be women. You see, we're not misogynists. If we were to get women into a group and say, hey, women, you need to be like this, you need to be like that, no.
Andrew tells women how they should be all the time, including a lengthy tweet I read to him. It was only last week, and that's my point. I read that whole tweet for a reason.
Yes.
It went on and on and on, and honestly, it was just blatantly misogynist.
Yeah, but people can take that or leave it. This is Twitter. That's a public forum.
It doesn't make it not misogyny.
Well,
and you guys,
consider it misogynistic.
And here's where your massive reach and influence becomes problematic to me, because I see on the streets when I walk around in London in particular, the number of kids who come up to me all starry-eyed about the Tate brothers, right? And they're like, top G and blah, 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 blah. But they're being conditioned to think by the constant rhetoric, mainly from Andrew, but I don't think you're particularly that different in your worldview of how women's place in the world should be, that they're led to believe that if a woman wants to go to work, there's something wrong with that. And we're in a very different place now to where we were in the 50s. A lot of women love going to work, love their jobs, they're successful. Often they may be the main breadwinner in the family, right? The whole dynamic has changed. There's no suggestion that there's a repeated pattern of women that go to work, they have unhappy marriages or lives or unhappy children.
No, but I believe society's gotten much worse in the last 30, 40 years.
Because of women going to work?
No, not because of women going to work, but because of men losing the agency to discipline the children in the household and to be seen as the figurehead. Now, that's my personal opinion, and if you find it misogynistic, that's completely fine. But I will say that on places like Twitter, what I won't do is get any young man personally or speak with young men personally in a personal conversation, say, hey, you need a woman who you can control and can't go to work and stuff. That is absolutely not what we do.